This is my philosophy behind my teaching. The meaning of the word yoga is union. Union between our physical world and our spiritual world. Yoga was originally created as a meditation tool, something for our mind, our soul, and our body. The practice of Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga was discovered in 1900, and when it came to Europe and America in the 70s and 80s, students started to question why the series was so methodical and why you should follow in that particular order. And they start changing the series. There are many reasons why students change the series. One of them is that they don't know why they shouldn't change. But more often, practitioners avoid asanas that are either too easy or too challenging, or they find the practice too repetitive. If you change the series, then it becomes something different from Ashtanga. So you have to change the name of the practice. Nowadays, there are many types of dynamic yoga which are based on Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga. The main difference between them and Ashtanga is that there is not a memorized sequence anymore. And without this, there is no emphasis on the meditation side of the practice. It turns to asana practice. In my opinion, some of these modern dynamic styles of yoga have lost their connection to the meditation and the spiritual side of the practice by placing too much emphasis on the asana, physical part, which is just one of the 8 limbs of yoga. The biggest challenge in the practice of yoga is to be present. And if you are present, even if you do the same thing 10 times, every time should feel unique, so there is never repetition. Practicing yoga as a meditation rather than a physical exercise allows you to become present in the moment. There are a number of things which, when they are combined, will make the experience meditative. The first thing, a sequence of...
I'd like to talk today about the possibility of using yoga postures as a really deep meditational practice. One of the great windows into non-dual awakening. We traditionally use yoga postures for all kinds of things now in the West, but this is a much more meditational approach than what you may be used to seeing. In the following sequence, you'll see a series of yoga postures put together all as one flow, moving from one asana to the next, to the next, to the next. The big thing about this is that we synchronize the breath with the actual yoga posture. Starting with a completely full breathing capacity with all 3 parts, belly, chest, and shoulders full of air, we do forward bends, and in the forward bends we initiate.
Okay, ready? Wait, so I need to go up first.
Yeah,
And then
lift your hips.
I need your hands. I have to be like this and holding on to your hands.
Wow. Okay, and I have to, my head is away from you. This is going to be hard. Okay. You think it'd be easier if I got my back in first?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Give me your hands.
I
You
think
gotta get close enough to give me your hands.
No, we're about to come on. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. No, give me your. So give me your.
That's the opposite.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Ready? 1, 2.
Okay.
Are you up?
Yeah, go. I'm not up yet. I'm going up. Stay up.